Fantastic. Thank you so much, Brother Chris, and everyone else here, and those who would be listening to this very special event. I want to echo everything you said, and I will come in here, and maybe while we listen to our brothers and sisters as well, we can come back again in case we left off anything. Just a few things. Number one, we said before that the company has been going through some turbulence recently, in the recent months, and we will not quit. We will fight forward. Perhaps recently some more dramatic developments happened, and that required some drastic changes and modifications to our structure and how we operate. I want to make sure I give the information to you in the proper perspective, in an official way. Perhaps it will shock you. I was shocked myself too to find the ugly truth, but it's always very known that the truth will always come out, no matter how good of the actors or who try to play games they play it. The truth will always emerge naturally, especially in today's life. I can't put all the details at the moment out. Perhaps it is very disappointing and saddened to know that the biggest drawback was within. The biggest drawback within our journey, it was from people, sadly, we put our faith into. I will let the evidences come out and share with you all of that. But we're going to go back to a couple of years ago. I don't know if you know, all of you, 2018, about this time, we were just getting ready to bring up the concept of ONPASSIVE to the world, okay? Roughly 6 years ago. That's a lot of time. And in 2020, while we're in the midst of COVID pandemic, if you recall, we made that move just roughly 4 years ago, because it was during August when we made a transition to Hyderabad from Bangalore and previously in Kolkata in India. So for about a little, like exactly 13 months, we got some misrepresentation to ourselves in terms of the timeline, all of that. So I'm talking about August 2020 till till September 2021, 13 months. I know the exact dates when we assigned the mission to some general managers and acting CTO. Things didn't go well, but we were able to stop them in time and made some changes. It got better for a bit, but at the same time, we expanded over other locations, and a little after that, things started going south again, or maybe at least in the wrong direction. It took longer that second time to realize that it's not working and things are just more going downhill instead of thriving. But if you see, it all was based in India and relying in the most part of the development on the Indian location, because that's where we have our development. That's where the energy and all of that got started. It was Ash Mufareh and a few managers in India back in 2018, before most of us met. And we started in Kolkata, then we expanded, Bangalore, etc. And then we got more faces involved. Some are gone, and some you think they're still with us. So the first thing I want you to know today, which is very important, as of now, okay, we know, and you should know and be clear that no, this is not the pace that we wanted to achieve our target, our goal. All right, you are right. Okay, it's definitely not right for it to take this long for what we wanted to accomplish. But it doesn't define our conclusion or our results. Because we're not done. It is okay, it is normal for businesses to have some challenges, some obstacles, and you overcome them, you change direction, detour, and move forward. As long as you don't quit and you have the right material within, you will persevere. And you have enough caring people like yourself supporting people with this incredible advocacy. There's no way we can, I don't want to say we can fail. I want to say we cannot succeed or accomplish anything we want, for a better word. So let's focus on that. I think it's a very known thing. Like half of the solution, if not more, sometimes, is recognizing the failure or the weakness or understand the root cause of anything. The first thing you go to the doctor, what do? They diagnose the situation, and then based on the evaluation, they would be able to prescribe the treatment. That's exactly where we are now. We were able to identify those weaknesses and those troublesome roots and causes. Now, there's not one way to get to Rome, as I always say. We are able to move forward. But I want to convey one thing, but I want your alertness with me for a bit. Had we continued in the same way, just go back, okay, we don't know anything, act like previously. You and I, we still believe that is the direction, this is our best ability. I want you to know, if we stayed on that course, we would be dragged longer, because it was deliberate, okay, that we should fail, we should be paralyzed, crack our wings, and not to be able to soar, and free up the field for the wrong energy. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Without telling you the exact dots, but connected together, had we stayed in the same path previously, we will not go to where we want to go, the quality nor the pace. Eventually, we're going to get there, okay, but not what we wanted to do, because of the ugly discovery within, the ugly discovery that we're able to have now different scenarios moving forward. Whatever we do is not going to be that end result. Because now we know, we know what was blocking us. Moving forward, our success is obsolete, is 100% secured, because now we know what was the problem, and now we know how to operate. For the most part, I'm going to say we're going back to the original pancake omelet. No, that's not the original. We're going to
Back to
go
basic. Back to basic.
back to the basics. Hyderabad, we're going to open the doors for our, beloved founding members. They're welcome. Again, we're going to have that energy, the dance, the celebration, especially when we have outcome. We're going to embrace each other and give that unity and solidarity again, as well have our staff open the camera again in the boardroom, in the auditorium, just back to business as usual, without the politics, and empower our people, empower our founding members, affiliates, and the customers, and definitely we have, the practical plan moving forward. So this is basically the raw material for what I wanted to say. In short, to package it, what you need to know today, yes, things were going the wrong direction. Now that is over. It doesn't mean we're safe, okay? We have some evil energy on the other side, and we have a fight moving forward. They know, they're listening, and the truth will always come out. Okay? Reality will sustain and will prevail. There will be some turbulence again, not as much as we just went through, because now one by one you're going to say, oh well, okay, so this wasn't so dramatic, okay, but we have the right caliber to take care of that. Meaning, even it sounds like in a way there's like some discomfort, but it's now on the positive side. Okay? And I don't need to get you very worried about the details. That is past, that is behind us. Now, moving forward, we're going to fix, and you deserve to know the truth. But I will let everything come out official and formal as we usually do. The last thing I would do in my life, I would slander somebody or put the wrong information or some inaccurate facts and all of that. I would not sleep. I will not do that. I have to be very mindful and delicate with everything. And that's not my business to fix people. I never attempt to do that. There are two types of people I have in my life. It's either you're in my life or you're not. If I like you, I trust you, you're in my life. If you're not in my life, meaning, so let's put it this way. If I don't like you, I don't trust you, you're not at all in my mind or life. So if you know me, if you talk to me, meaning I like you, you're good. I don't act, I don't pretend I like you for a benefit or something, or in fact, I have a different opinion about who you are. So, and it's something because I don't have the luxury of time, I don't have the talent to tell two stories. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with it. Even sometimes it is, uh, uh, like very, I would say, uh, challenging to be that open, blunt, transparent. But I choose that way to be truthful. So there will be, it is mandatory that we have to make some drastic changes that we will share with you. At the moment, I want you to know that I am Ash Mufareh. I am the only source from the company side that you should take the information from. Even though some figures you thought they belong to us or they are working to our advantage, put that aside at the moment. At the moment, only take the information from me personally. Perhaps a company as, you know, as an entity, as a corporation. And I will update you moving forward how we're going to do that, who is officially on our side. That's what matters, right? So if you're thinking so and so, or do you mean so and so, or no, he shouldn't, I'm not going to get into that. Everybody, put everybody aside. You just know me. Okay? Nobody else you should talk to or listen to or cater or entertain to. This message is for our staff. They're available. They're in the office and they are listening. And this is for our obviously users, different situations. Most of you here, because we're connected outside the platform, are founding members. And we already have the multiple scenarios to move ahead and to move forward. All good, better than where we are now. We will get through this, obviously, and it's not going to take 6 months. Let me just be very clear on that. And now Ash is given the timeline. All right. I got duped just like you previously, and it was, unfortunately, it was intentional. It was by design. For some evil, greedy benefits. We go now, where do we go from here? You started, you had an incredible vision, went to work, got incredible response. We ramped things up, we opened offices, expanded, hired the wrong people, gave us a big dip or hit, got a plummet for a bit, maybe a few months or so. But then we picked up ourselves again and we went back, we thrived again. And for a while we thought we're on the right direction. And then just to realize, oh my God, there was a big scam going on. And we're all paid the price. And I want to thank our critics. I know you might not agree with me for maybe not agreeing at the time that everything was positive or adding up positively. I actually think you're right. No, things were not going the right direction. But make no mistake, past is past. Make no mistake, now we know the truth. You don't know the full truth yet, that moving forward, we're going to impress you. So I don't think I'm going to ask you for an excuse or any of that. It doesn't matter. But don't judge by the past. Here we are today. And I'm always open to a discussion. How many times, you said so and so. I said, I never want to know who want to talk or what they want to ask and all of that. I'm open, blunt, all of that. As I said, just last night in a very special meeting, that it is it doesn't make sense in a way. Or let me revise that. Okay. What's the point of just having a conversation with the people that already agree with you? You want people who disagree with you too. Okay, but for a valid reason, not just because they want to be different so they can get attention on the other side. That's not the type of discussion I want to have. I'm open for a discussion for somebody see different, perspective, or a positive way. Okay, a positive solution. I would listen and I would have a beautiful conversation with them, constructive conversation. But if somebody just want to slander, rant, and hate and all that, that is not the rhetoric I'm talking about. Okay, talking about something for doing good. If you don't like the way it's going, or previously you have a point, you have a suggestion, you have an expertise, I would listen to you. So for those who were people who were unhappy with us for a while, uh, you're going to find out that we were victims. We will share all of that with you. Moving forward, there will be some changes, and we have restructured to a degree some of the positions in the company, and we still continue some of that. And because now we have more enemies, they just doubled, if you wish, than who we used to have before. Now, those people who got caught, obviously, they will do everything in their power to steer the punishment. Because of that, at least temporarily, I'm not going to be able to tell you about the plan or the game plan in details, because it would be risky when it's in the wrong hands and minds. Okay, we want to make sure this time we have no loophole or no leak. As of now, I have the right to say I trust no person, no one, including you. If you are bothered by that, or if you get offended, then it's like personal. But if you excuse me and understand where I'm coming from, because I cannot fail again. Okay, I failed by trusting the wrong people. So if I didn't learn the lesson, and I did it over and over, I did it more than once. So I trusted, tried again, trusted, and if I do it again, I will definitely be in Guinness record book for the most idiot man on earth, right? Uh, but I can't I can't shoot for that title, because I have learned the lesson and I shouldn't trust anybody at the moment, including you. Okay? Not because I don't trust you. I don't want to keep any loophole. And I want to make sure this time our business, our mission, and our vision and our dreams are protected. I have people who are working with us and say, do this, do that. They're suggesting, but don't trust me. That's kind of like new perspective. Somebody's telling you, I suggest this, but don't trust me. Wow. So is it clear that you should not listen to anybody at the moment, and nobody represent ONPASSIVE from the company side but Ash Mufareh at the moment? Is it clear? All across, all locations. Fantastic. Is it clear that We know the problem or what was causing the problem, that you sense there is a problem, there's something's not right. I felt the same, but couldn't understand why is it not working the way we wanted. We paid the price. Is it clear to you that we are better off now knowing the root cause and having the proper remedy to move forward? Okay, fantastic. Is it clear to you that there is already good progress just from the last week since we talked? We talked on Thursday, by the way, where it was, I told you there was some protest in India. There's delay in salary. I'm very clear with that. I don't care about anything. I'm going to always speak the truth. But it was all by design. The issue with AWS, whoever tells you different, please dodge that aside. Whatever was done was intentional, was deliberate, was by design, was intentional with evil agenda. Okay, but now we know the recovery plan. Okay, so because that is clear to us, we are going to start talking about some progress. One progress that we know now, we were able to contain that escalation. People feel more comfortable working with me directly. We removed a few of the bad apples, okay? And they're relieved. They feel they're home again, okay? And we're more productive. Things are going to accelerate one by one. Okay, it's all lined up. So now we're going to tell you, okay, mostly what's done instead of like what will be done. We don't want to tell you steps ahead. We can tell you the vision, but one thing about the vision or the future, we will succeed faster than you think. Okay, we're going to not only be back on track, we're going to not revive only, we're going to thrive again. Thrive, okay? And we will impress you the way that I always wanted to do that. The block or the blockage, okay, is being extracted and removed. Hallelujah. So I'm going to allow you to chime in now. And if I remember and recollect some of my thoughts from the heart, I will jump in again without keeping this for many hours because it's already late in India for those who are with us from the other side. I know you don't mind it, but absolutely we are good. All right? If you have a specific point we should touch up on, I don't mind it. On the spot, don't think, don't overthink it. If it's okay, I will be able to address that. If it's not necessary to be discussed publicly, and again, not a silly thing, not a personal thing, not a mechanical detail. We're just talking about the overall status of the company right now. Oh, I didn't tell you. ONPASSIVE is here to stay. It will be recovering, and we're not going anywhere. We're going to be back, not just back in business, back to the top.